भाई।
Good afternoon to one and all present here, and a very warm welcome to our esteemed guests and our enthusiastic audience. It is with great joy and enthusiasm I welcome you all to the valedictory ceremony of this international conference titled Law, Technology and Society, Emerging Issues and Interdisciplinary Perspectives on behalf of Atal Bihari School of Legal Studies, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj University, Kanpur. Over the past session, we have explored innovative ideas, shared valuable research, and engaged in meaningful discussions. This conference brought together scholars, students, and academicians from all over the country to deliberate on contemporary challenges, ethical concerns, and transformative trends shaping our rapidly evolving socio-legal landscape. Before we proceed, it is with my honor and gratitude that we extend our heartfelt appreciation to our Vice Chancellor, Professor Vinay Kumar Pathak Sir. We sincerely appreciate his pivotal role in fostering academic excellence. His guidance has been the cornerstone of our academic endeavors, and we are profoundly grateful for his steadfast commitment. With that thought, I would now like to invite Dr. Pankaj Trivedi Sir, Director, Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Legal Studies, to deliver the welcome notes.
Good afternoon to all. We are in valedictory session and a warm welcome to all the esteemed guests, dignitaries, scholars and participants present in the International Conference on the Law, Technology and Society, Emerging Issues and Interdisciplinary Perspective in the valedictory session. It is an indeed matter of great honor for all of us. This is a prestigious gathering under the esteemed patronage of Professor Vinay Kumar Pathak and the Vice Chancellor, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj University, Kanpur, whose constant guidance and support has been source of excellence in making this event possible. We feel deeply privileged to extend a respectful welcome to our Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar Sinha, Vice Chancellor, Dharmashastra National Law University, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, and our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Shahu Kumar Avasthi, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj University, Kanpur. Hello. Professor Shubhanshu Pandya, Director SPM, CSM University, and other personalities who are present, like Professor A.B. Deswal, Dr. Chhatrapati, my Atal clients and the students also. Your gracious presence has truly elevated in the significance of this occasion. This conference has been inaugurated इसी से आवाज आ रही है आपको? हेलो सर, आवाज आ रही है?
कोई काम नहीं, आज खत्म करा पूरा मास लाए यार।
सर, आपको आवाज आ रही है? अगर आपको एग्री तो हेलो
we move forward with the certification ceremony, we take this moment to express our deepest gratitude and respect for their presence. Now, I would like to request the Director, Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Legal Studies, Dr. Pankaj Trivedi sir, to felicitate our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Sudhir Kumar Awasthi sir, with a plant and a memento.
आगे मत आना।
Now I would like to request Kamini sir, Assistant Professor, Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Legal Studies, to felicitate Professor Sudhanshu Pandya sir, Director, School of Business Management, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj University, with a plant and a memento. Now I would like to request Samalain sir, Assistant Professor, Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Legal Studies, to felicitate our Director, Dr. Pankaj Trivedi sir, with a plant and a memento. Next, I would like to request Samalain sir to read out the conference results.
Honorable Chief Guest of the Valedictory session.
Unmute, can you just unmute? Can you unmute yourself? Unmute करो. All right. Okay.
Professor Manoj Kumar Sinha sir, Vice Chancellor, National Law University, our esteemed guest of honor, Professor Sudhir Kumar Awasthi sir, Vice Chancellor, CSJ University, Professor Sudhanshu Pandya sir, Director, SPM, Dr. Pankaj Trivedi sir, Director, Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Legal Studies, distinguished speakers, delegates, faculty members, dear participants and students. It gives me immense pleasure to present the report of today International Conference on Law, Technology and Society, Emerging Issues and Interdisciplinary Perspectives, organized by Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Legal Studies. The conference aimed to provide a multidisciplinary platform for academicians, researchers, industry experts, policymakers, students to deliberate upon the dynamic relationship between law, technology and society, with a special focus on emerging challenges such as artificial intelligence, data governance, cyber security, environmental governance, digital transformation. The conference witnessed an overwhelming response from technicians, research scholars, professionals from across the country. In total, we received around 150 registrations. The conference had the honor of hosting Dr. Saslina Kanuti, Senior Law Lecturer at Sultan Idris Education University, Malaysia, who joined online and delivered a highly engaging address in the inaugural session. The papers received were categorized under 5 broad thematic areas: AI, algorithmic and data governance, digital governance, labor and emerging economies, intellectual property, innovation and technology, environmental governance and sustainable technology, human rights, justice and digital society. The inaugural ceremony was held yesterday at 10 a.m. in our Senate Hall. It was chaired and guided by our esteemed leadership and was addressed by distinguished dignitaries. Professor Dr. Amarpal Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, National Law University, Lucknow,
was our chief guest. He in his address provided deep insights into constitutional and societal changes posed by emerging technologies, while also stressing upon the responsibilities of legal education in addressing them. Dr. Cecilina Kampi emphasized on the transformative role of technology in reshaping legal systems worldwide and the need for interdisciplinary dialogue. We also had the opportunity of hearing Professor Dr. R.K. Dwivedi, Director CDC. His inaugural ceremony set an inspiring tone for the deliberations that followed. Now, across the 2 days, the conference successfully organized 4 major time slots of technical sessions, including both online and offline. We had 1 offline session, and in 3 time slots of technical sessions, 8 sessions were held. The sessions were chaired by distinguished academics from across India, representing reputed institutions such as RMLNU, Symbiosis Law School, Savita School of Law Chennai, Nirma University Ahmedabad, Pondicherry University among others. Their presence enriched the quality of deliberation. Coming to the highlights and outcome of this conference witnessed diverse paper presentations, precisely 128 presentations covering AI, data privacy, environment, IP law, gig economy and human rights. There was constructive engagement between senior academicians and young researchers. The conference provided a platform for dialogue between legal theory and emerging technological challenges. Recommendations were made for strengthening regulatory frameworks in areas of AI governance, digital labor protection, data privacy, intellectual property and environment law. The selected papers of this conference will be considered for publication in its Focus Index and Web of Science journals and edited volumes. Now, on behalf of the organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the participants, paper presenters, distinguished session chairs, delegates whose contribution enriched this international conference. The success of this event is credited to the visionary leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Vinay Kumar Patel sir, the able guidance of our convener, Dr. Pankaj Dwivedi sir, and collective efforts of our faculty members, student volunteers, and administrative staff. We also place on record sincere thanks to Eastern Food Company for sponsoring the conference kit and all the speakers and participants for their enthusiastic involvement, which made this 2-day conference a resounding success. This 2-day conference has been a significant step towards bridging the gap between law, technology and society, and it opens new possibilities for academic research and collaborative learning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Professor Sudhanshu Pandya, sir, Director, School of Business Management, to address the gathering.
Very warm welcome to all the individuals on the dais and off the dais. And as far as getting this kind of an invitation from your neighboring department for this kind of international conference, I give myself privilege and my heartfelt compliments to the department for organizing such magnificent conference where you happen to have somewhere around 128 papers, and that too being added with the sponsored publication of these papers, and this is something which we always expect from the School of Legal Studies, which has got good standing in the campus, and these kind of events are the part of the rigor of your department, which was so nicely built up with your former director, Mr. Shikant, and now I believe Dr. Pankaj Dwivedi is going to keep up a lot of the department, and it's going to touch the new heights. With these kind of events, the gathering, co-curricular events and extracurricular events should be the part of it. far as the topic of your conference is concerned, something where you are going to infuse law and society in the dimension of technology, and you will put it together. My interpretation is somewhat, is correct if I'm wrong. Law is something which always reflects the society, as well as society is always going to reflect upon the law, which is going to be the close following law of the land. The way the technology has taken over as the oxygen for the human society presently, it could be not lesser than said in the time to come. We are going to see the comparison from your present day order of the legal world with a kind of a change which I believe we are not able to envisage. And that too in the world of AI, I don't know what's going to be this world of legal studies. And with these kind of conferences, I believe you are certainly going to ensure that the students, the research scholars, and the faculty members, they are going to have a platform where they are going to demonstrate their research capabilities, and they are going to guide the future course of action for the society, for the teaching community. Thank you so much, and my heartiest compliments to you.
Thank you, sir, for such kind words. Next up, it is with great pride that I welcome Professor Manoj Kumar Sinha, sir. Professor Sinha currently serves as the Vice Chancellor of Dharamshala National University, Jabalpur. His remarkable academic journey includes a doctorate in international law from Jawaharlal Nehru University, an LLM from University of Nottingham, and an LLB from University of Delhi. With decades of rich experience and an outstanding contribution in the areas of human rights, constitution law, and international humanitarian and refugee law, Professor Sinha is widely regarded as the leading voice in the field of international law and legal education. He has served as the Director of Indian Law Institute and also as the Indian Society of International Law, and has also been associated with several top institutions including the UGC Academic Staff Colleges, Ministry of External Affairs, and various global universities. His scholarly work is extensively published in reputed journals, and his contributions have been recognized through prestigious awards such as Great Indian Teacher Award and recognition as a notable bar leader at the Bar Association of India's conference. Sir, your presence and when virtual adds immense value to this gathering. We are truly grateful for the time you have taken to be with us today. We would be highly obliged and honored to have you address the gathering.
खेती है, टीवी बना देंगे।
Next up, today's prize that I Professor Sinha currently serves as the Vice Chancellor of the National University, Jabalpur. His remarkable academic journey includes a doctorate in international law from Jawaharlal Nehru University, an LLM from University of Nottingham, and an LLB from University of Delhi. With decades of rich experience and an outstanding contribution in the areas of human rights, constitution law, international humanitarian and refugee law, Professor Sinha is widely regarded as the leading voice in the field of international and legal regulation. He has also served as the Director of Indian Law Institute and also Indian Society of International Law. His scholarly work is extensively published in reputed journals and his contribution has been recognized through prestigious awards. Sir, your presence, albeit virtual, adds immense value to this gathering. We are truly grateful for the time you have taken to be with us. We would be highly obliged and honored to have you address the gathering.
Maharaj.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Pankaj, As a matter of fact, I would like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Vice Chancellor and all the members here that a study was conducted a couple of years back in the US universities and also in the United Kingdom to find out how far they can allow students to use the artificial intelligence. Because it was noticed why it became necessary to go for a study and understand the right positive aspect of artificial intelligence and negative aspects of the artificial intelligence. The study finally it was concluded, and particularly in the sense of the United States, the large number of universities are prohibiting the use of artificial intelligence because misuse was happened, misuse was very high, and that they decided will not allow artificial intelligence. Whereas, in the case of the United Kingdom, it has been found that artificial intelligence can be used as an assistive tool for the researcher. So they have some way balanced. We can't stop. I think the United States, the way they reached, most of the universities, they are saying that artificial intelligence should not be used by the students, not by the researcher. But I personally believe, and many of you will also agree, we are living in a technological era, and it's not only artificial intelligence. I'm sure that in 10 years down the lane, a new development will take place. We have to learn and adopt and move on according to the technology parallel. So our education system has to be prepared itself, as an administrative head of the institution, or also those who are involved actively in education, needs to prepare themselves in how this new technology can be incorporated effectively without diluting or without violating any ethical code, moral code, and other things. Those are the challenges are there, but it's a very important tool. More or less everywhere, in any university, any colleges, or particularly the litigation, lawyers, judges, they all are using artificial intelligence for some extent, for something limited, but not in a large scale, and that is there. As a law college or law university, we have a greater responsibility to see that how access to justice can be simplified by using the technology. In this context, I would like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, that Department of Justice has developed a software, and that in AI can do something that is called, I have seen the demonstration one time, where even a layman or any person, if he or she has some legal issues in court, before approaching a lawyer, he or she can get some kind of advice by putting her question there. So just simply you have to download the app and put the question, these things happen on such and such day. Whether it's a civil matter or whether it's a criminal matter, the technology gives you the reply, okay, this is the situation, I believe that you have 3 cases, these are the important. So legal advice, without going to the lawyer, you are getting and faculty. So this is great help. So only thing that we have to connect, we have to go to the people. Very few people have idea that these are this technological development. It is being used by the Ministry of Law and Justice and Department of Justice here. So what is the role of the law college? What is the law Department of the Law Department of the there in the college, bar council generally say decline or say if you do this, then we'll come back. So I think the technology is playing a very important role in contemporary time, and it's not a new phenomenon. And Vice Chancellor Sir Pankaj, we all know that we have grown with the technology. We are the person where without technology, and then we have seen how technology over the years have developed. There are always some kind of if and buts. When internet, people say the internet will, like nobody will write an article or anything, they will just copy and paste. Then say, internet is not good. But how internet, artificial intelligence has become an important assistive tool for the research and also for the teaching, that we have to take note. We have to take the bright side of the development, technological development. I am very happy that Pankaj and under the able guidance of Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, you permitted them to conduct a seminar when large number of papers have been presented, the number of views have been expressed by the scholars, and I am sure this activity will continue to connect. So I see that Kanpur, in a small city, with this kind of activities, you have a larger audience. In the big cities, it's a different kind of thing, but we need to have more centers like, your places where local, in the neighborhood colleges can also come and take the benefits of the development. With this, I would like to thank once again everyone, and particularly Honorable Vice Chancellor, to Vice Chancellor Sir, and also to the Pankaj for inviting me for the valedictory function. I take this opportunity also to apologize for the technological glitch that is the problem on our way, and some kind of connectivity issue. But if everything else well, that is perfectly fine. With this, I would like to thank everyone. Over to you, Pankaj. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Now, it is with my great pleasure to welcome Professor Maharaj, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj University. He has been a guiding force in shaping young minds and promoting academic excellence. His dedication to preserving Indian values and fostering innovation is truly inspiring. Sir, your presence here enriches us. We would be honored to have you address all of us.
So, we are concluding the valedictory session, and I can see many of you which are getting energized by the knowledge, the concept of knowledge which we are able to present from last 2 days in your international conference, which was devoted to the confluence of law, technology, and its societal benefits. Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Manoj Kumar Sinha.
पंकज जी सबको सुन नहीं पा रहे हैं, थोड़ा अनम्यूट करें।
So, Professor Manoj Kumar Sinha, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dhर्मशास्त्र National Law University, Jabalpur, our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj University, Kanpur, sitting on the dais, Director of this institute, and former Director of this institute, Dr. Shahu, who is also Doctor of this university. And faculty members, I can see, and not many students which I was expecting. All the participants, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I have been asked to deliver a lecture which is personally I want to tell you that I belong to a discipline which is called life sciences, and it has something to do with the law, but not very significant. But I remember, I want to correlate with the legal studies. I remember in 1988 when the technology was invited for enriching the justice law. I'm talking about the DNS fingerprinting. In 1988, it was accepted as the evidence in the court of law, and for the first time, the expert who came from Center for DNS Fingerprinting, CCMB, he was the person who became the Vice Chancellor of DHU later on, Dr. Lalji Singh. He was actually, he's reckoned as the father of DNS fingerprinting in India, and he was instrumental in giving his presentation before the DNS fingerprinting was accepted in the court of law. And I remember in 1988, when I was studying the biological sciences, life sciences, I was very much enthusiastic to see the views of Lalji Singh, how this knowledge or technology can enrich legal studies. When I see the development which took place in the last 20-30 years, I can see that this technology, the DNA fingerprinting technology, has actually created a revolution in the legal field, and many culprits are apprehended with the help of DNA fingerprinting. We are running in an era which is called era of digitalization. We are talking about artificial intelligence, generative AI, and chat GPT. There are many issues which are related to the digitalization phenomenon, and what we are doing in legal studies, as far as the legal studies are concerned. There are 4 aspects in my lecture. One is, as far as the knowledge gainings are concerned, that means digitalization is used for legal resources. That means the students are now, they are freely using many apps and many platforms like SEC, like Manupatra, I remember Lexis and Nexis. There are many platforms on which the legal knowledge is being imparted, and the students are exposed to such type of knowledge. So this experience is very healthy experience. As far as I remember, the legal analysis has now become very easy. We can compare the decisions taken by various jurisdictions like High Court, Supreme Court, etc. And access to this knowledge, which is available in the digitalized form, can be expected, and the students, the teachers, faculty members, and the legal studies can very well know about the decisions which are taking place constantly in India and abroad. So this is a very positive aspect of the technology which has entered into the legal studies. As far as legal research is concerned, it has also been facilitated by many inputs which are given by the technology. The platforms like the ROS platform, it is the legal inquiries can be given, and the answers can be sought from the artificial intelligence. What kind of decisions should we take when discussing the legal studies? As far as the virtual mode is concerned, I remember the evidence, law, some video conferencing type of evidences can also be accepted by the court now. It is very often very popular form of taking the statements of the culprits sitting very far from the court, and the risks which are there in the transport process, all of you know that this process has also been facilitated with the technology that with the help of virtual or you can say video type of conferencing, we can conduct the sessions in which the statements can be recorded. So we have e-courts also, we have video conferencing, we have online dispute resolution centers in which this legal study and the research work and the practicing of the law has become very, very easy. And I remember the government of India is also thinking of launching certain platforms, and the NITI Aayog has already formulated a law in 2018 about this intervention of the technology. And as far as the demerits of technology are concerned, which are also included in legal studies, I remember if you take the photograph of the print and thousand lakhs of people are there, you can focus your camera and identify the person who is taking that there in the images. So the identity of that person can be revealed. I don't know, I cannot go into the details of whether it is right or wrong, but as far as Article 21 of the Constitution says that to safeguard the fundamental right to access justice under this Article 21, this is violation of the privacy. And therefore, we must go into the ethical aspect of the technology. You must know that technology is also keeping inside the rules, inside the homes, and this is not correct. It is violating the personal privacy of the person concerned. But nowadays, you know that in any event in which some mysterious elements are cracking bombs, their faces are identified, and these faces are pasted on big chauras, and people come to know that he was the culprit behind this event. So you must think into the legal aspect of this problem as far as Article 21 is concerned. Some very healthy aspects of the technology, like blockchain technology. You may be knowing that blockchain technology was invented by the director, IT, present director, Professor Manu Agrawal, and by virtue of having invented this technology, he has been given an award for Padma last year. So blockchain technology can also be used in the legal reforms. And if I quote Andhra Pradesh government, the blockchain technology has been suitably integrated in the land record management. So there can be no two registrations possible. If the land has already been registered in the name of X, it cannot be given to the Y. And this blockchain technology can be a big help to you also. As far as the challenges are concerned, I must discuss some points like data privacy, digital divide. Digital divide means in urban population we have good internet connections, but in rural population we are deprived of such type of facilities. It might happen that they do not have that much access to the knowledge which is available on various platforms, simply because he is living in an area which is called a rural population. And since I belong to an institute which is devoted to the Indian knowledge system, India Shahu, and the ideology says that if the benefit of the justice, benefit of the law, benefit of any science, any humanities subject is reaching to the last person of the queue, which is a deprived person not getting enough facilities, if he is being served, then only the purpose of the legal studies, purpose of any technology is fulfilled. So this concept of Antyodaya should also be integrated into the legal studies, when we talk about the confluence of technology, law, and the societal benefit, the major outcome should come in the benefit of the last person, those who are deprived, those who are poor. They should be given enough strength, enough economic power, enough moral power to actually go to learn such type of courses in which the knowledge of legal studies can be developed. I remember the thought which was given by Roscoe Pound. I believe all of you know about the Roscoe Pound. He says that law is a tool of social engineering. Now, it is very astonishing to think that law is a tool of the social engineering. Society evolves, and so is the case with the law. Both are contributing each other. Means if the society is thinking is being upgraded, then this knowledge has to be given to the legal aspect. And the legal aspect of the problem should also be conveyed to the poor people so that society together can be. So this is a very marvelous issue. I believe that technology is a catalyst. And this technology should be used in a very judicious way, in a very powerful manner. And the negative aspect of the technology and the positive aspect of the technology both should be taken into consideration. And if this kind of interdisciplinary approach in which some of the people from arts, humanities, even sciences, I personally belong to a field where law has nothing to do. But I feel that I must understand the legal implications of any issue. While discharging my duties as Pro-Vice Chancellor of this university, I came to know that you must have good knowledge of the ordinances and statutes. And then only you can give justice to the problems which are given to us by the students, by the faculty members. So, I belong to a field which is biological in nature, but you know that biotechnology is also using technology. Biotechnology is also driven by artificial intelligence. And I always say that artificial intelligence is a good servant, but a bad master. You must use your human intelligence before delivering the justice to the poor. I came to know that certain people who are responsible for giving justice to the poor people and judges, they have started using artificial intelligence and they are just pouring the content to the ChatGPT and they are deriving what kind of order should be passed. This is highly dangerous. If you do not apply human mind into the machine, this machine learning or artificial intelligence may not be very fruitful. So I personally seek your cooperation that your human intelligence must be used. The wisdom of an advocate, the wisdom of a judiciary person, the judge, it must be implicated. And the kind of human touch which should be given by delivering the justice, it is very, very essential, very significant. So, at the last moment of this valedictory session, I seek the cooperation of various faculty members, not only the Department of Legal Studies, but many people who are sitting over here, maybe from the arts, humanities, and various subjects. They should contribute to evolve the society in such a way so as to you can have access to the knowledge which has been given by the platforms, but the interpretation and the delivery of the justice must be influenced by the human intelligence. So I must congratulate all the organizing team members, especially the director, former director, all the faculty members who have organized this legal studies. As far as my knowledge goes, our Vice Chancellor has a vision of converting this School of Legal Studies into an international institution. And he is interested in inviting certain people from outside, even from abroad, to appoint them in the form of the professor of practice or the professor, learned professor or emeritus professor, even from the universities which are called international schools of law. And therefore, in coming few months, we will see a drastic change in this department. I believe that many such events will be organized by the able organizing team. And thank you for the patient hearing. Though I do not belong to legal studies, but you have shown patience to listen to my voice. Thank you very much.
Thank you so for your enlightening words. As we come to the conclusion of this insightful and enriching event, it is time to express our gratitude to everybody who contributed to this event. To formally extend our appreciation, I would like to invite Mrs. Mayuri Singh, Assistant Professor, Atal Bihari Vajpayee School of Legal Studies, to deliver the word of thanks.
अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी स्मृति पत्र संस्थान की ओर से मैं इस अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन की वैलिडिटी सेशन में प्रसारित सभी विशिष्ट अतिथियों, विद्वानों, शोधकर्ताओं और प्रतिभागियों का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। जैसे कि अभी कल ने कहा कि वैसे तो मैं लीगल फ्रेटर्निटी से नहीं हूँ, लेकिन फिर भी मेरे को पेशेंटली सुना। हम लोग सर आपको पेशेंटली सुनने की वेट करते हैं कि हम आपको किस तरीके से सुन सकें। लॉ के फील्ड में सर आपने जितनी भी चीजें नहीं, कहीं से भी अधिकतर मेरे लैंड और उससे लगी पूछ ली कि मैंने क्या लॉ किया है सबने सर के द्वारा दिया गया जितना भी मार्गदर्शन था सर हमारे लिए अति महत्वपूर्ण रहता है। हमारे लिए अत्यंत सम्मान की बात है कि सम्मेलन में मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर मनोज कुमार सिन्हा, कुलपति धर्मशास्त्र नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी जबलपुर में अपनी प्रेरणादायी वक्तव्य से हमें नई दिशा और नया दृष्टिकोण प्रदान किया। धन्यवाद सर। हम अपने संरक्षक प्रोफेसर विनय कुमार पाठक सर के प्रति विशेष कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करते हैं। इनके सतत मार्गदर्शन और दूरदर्शी नेतृत्व से यह आज भी प्रयास सफल हो पाया है। धन्यवाद सर। हम हृदय से धन्यवाद करते हैं विशिष्ट अतिथि प्रोफेसर सुनील कुमार अवस्थी सर का, जो हमारे विश्वविद्यालय के प्रो वाइस चांसलर भी हैं, जिन्होंने अपने विचारों से हमें समृद्ध किया, हमें बहुत सारी लीगल नॉलेज बताई और हमें बहुत सारे नए विचार भी बताए कि जहाँ हम लोग अभी अपना रिसर्च कर सकते हैं, अपना हमसे मार्गदर्शन ले सकते हैं उनके विचारों से। हम प्रोफेसर सुभाष पांड्या सर के लिए भी धन्यवाद व्यक्त करते हैं, जिनकी उपस्थिति और योगदान ने इस अवसर को महत्वपूर्ण बनाया। इसी क्रम में विधि संकाय के प्रोफेसर ए.डी. जायसवाल सर और अमिता मैडम, जो कि BSSC कॉलेज से आए हैं, उनका भी धन्यवाद व्यक्त करती हूँ। और साथ ही हमारे को फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम एवं सभी विद्यार्थियों का, जिन्होंने इस कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में अपना योगदान दिया। धन्यवाद।